What's good? All right, man. Let's talk this good Friday boxing talk. Oh, excuse me. Independence Day boxing talk. Another great show by Trill Boxing. As usual, we are the after show. Welcome to the after show. Tony Perez, what's going on, man? Wait for some people to get in here, man. I took a screwed up picture. Oh, man. Villa de Don, what's going on, man? Brian David, what's good, man? I'm just happy to not be doing this in my car, man. D-Style Boxing, what's good with you, sir? Love the work that you're doing on the channel, man. I love how active you're being. Hey, and I don't know if you got it. I did the $30. I thought that I heard you say in a community tab that you're trying to do $1 a day for 30 days to support the channel. So I just did the $1 a day in one deal. So we'll cut to the chase, dog, in case I missed some shows. But I definitely want to support you and what you're doing over on your channel, man. Day go 619 Cali Factor. What's going on out there in the Cali? I gotta assume you out there in Cali. But the AJ fans are back. Man, I missed them so much. Yeah, much respect to you, Tony. Oh, cool. That's what's up, DJ. Yeah. Man, I got some AJ fans on my phone this morning. They're back. There was a guy who came back. I never thought I'd see him again. I was missing him. Hey, no joke, I was missing him. I did a video yesterday about Dillian White ducking out on Luis Ortiz. And they didn't come back under the guise of a Anthony Joshua fan. They came in there supporting Dillian White. The AJ, the AJ's protectors, AJ protector. What's good, Kurt Eric Monroe? I'm chilling, waiting for these slow notifications to go out. I did a video earlier today, so that might have thrown it out. Arturo Shotty, what's good, man? TZ Frank, what's going on with you, sir? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's do it. But man, yeah, I thought they were gone forever, man. Oh, hey, Proud African in the building. What's going on, man? What's going on? Yeah, White is one of the more overrated cats. But that's what you do, man. They invested a lot of money in pushing UK heavyweights. They were going to take over the heavyweight division. They got all the rankings. All the guys fighting over there got all the rankings, the high rankings. They all fighting each other. Like my man Gregory Wyatt say, tweaking the heavyweight algorithm over there, and they get in there with Andy Ruiz and get knocked out. But these guys are just, revisionist history and stuff like that. Ortiz KOs White. Yeah, I think he would. I think it might be a good fight, though. I don't think that Dillian White is a bad fighter, but he can definitely lose to Ortiz. It ain't a day unless I get my boxing chat with Fanon and LDBC, baby. That's what's up, man. I appreciate the edification, my friend. It was nice talking to you. It was refreshing. Listen to you talk about books and things that I haven't looked at in a couple years. They were fresh on your mind, man. AJ fans are like roaches. Just when you thought you got rid of them, one pops back up. Yeah, man, they're changing form now. Now they're changing form. But listen to what this dude said. This guy said, come on, man. Ortiz didn't want to fight Dillian White. What? What do you mean? Yeah, he knew he was going to get a fight against Deontay Wilder. Why would he want to fight for a second mandatory? I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, you just used Dillian White's logic and slapped it onto Luis Ortiz. That crap happened back in April of 2018, well before Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz were talking about a rematch. It was last year he ducked it. And that was the same logic that Dillian White used to try to get out of it. Happy Thursday, 4th, and hit the like. Yes, sir, man. AJ fans are like, yep, I got that. AJ fans mutate. Yeah, they mutate, man. They mutate, man, just like a good virus. They mutate just like any good virus will. just when you take your dog, get your dog, some Bordetella shots, thinking he's not going to get kennel cough. Then you take him to the date, you take him to one of these little, to a boarding place, and he comes up with kennel cough. How could that happen? Well, it's 15 different strains of kennel cough, and your vaccination only protects against a few, and it'll start. Y'all throwing something on the grill today for now? Nah, man. My wife is in Indonesia. My wife and daughter are in Indonesia on vacation, and me and my son are here. Me and my son we reading these books today. I don't know what I'm gonna do. He wants me to go get him some. I'm gonna go after I get done with this. I'm gonna go get him some food. But nah, man, I'm gonna be on this very. I got to get this weight off, man. The next time y'all see me at a fight, dog, I gotta look better, man. I felt like a pork chop. I felt like a walking pork chop. I got to get this weight up off me, man. Dennis Hobson Promotions, what's good, man? Oh, Bam Bam Tweet, salute Fi. Happy 4th of July. Yeah, what's going on, Fi New? Happy 4th of July to happy what do you call it? I gotta say something other. Happy Stolen Continent Day. I said, don't feel bad for now. Me too, big homie. Yeah, man, I got to get that shit up off me, though. I got to get up off me. What you drinking? Just coffee. Black coffee. Prove it to everybody. I know people be thinking, there you go. That's just black coffee. Happy 4th. Hey, Fahim, happy. Yeah, there you go. Happy 4th of July. There you go. I like that. Yeah, I like that. Happy 4th of July. That flows off better. Happy birthday, Flo. Happy birthday. Happy 4th of July. Hey, man, happy 4th of July. What do you say? I can do that. Hey, what's going on, Pool Counter Boxing? I'm chilling. Living in the shadow of greater men. That's it. All good. Yeah, man. So let's talk about this, man. Happy excuse to get it. Yes, sir. Oh. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Huff? Salute to you as well. So let's see. I got to put a commercial. If anybody gets a commercial, that's because I'm popping a commercial right now. Still raising money for the channel, so don't be offended. That should pop on somebody's screen, and it won't pop on many people's screen, but I've decided I'm going to give people fair warning to when I hit that thing. Man, much love, Proud African. He said, I got a Cuban over white. I got the Cuban over white as long as they don't use a referee to cheat again. You ain't got to worry about that, dog, because they're not going to the UK. They're not going to the UK, dog. What's going on, Wood God? Hey, man, subscribe to Wood God, man. That dude, hey, one of my favorite channels. I like small channels. Like I can just go in there, hit, check out their video real quick. Boom, hit a comment. Holler at him, man. Wood the God had a great breakdown of Canelo Alvarez, Jamal Charlo, and Errol Spence, man. Oh, okay. Military Misfits and Bodybuilding. Salute for 9 is Gary. Hey, check out my new channel and subscribe. Gary Misso? Okay, I tried to go for some. Okay. Let me do something real quick. Y'all know I got to do this real quick. I subscribe. I don't want to get lost. Oh, is that Insane 405 Prospect Squats for Thoughts? Yeah, dog. Squats for Thoughts, dog. Damn, you a big ass dude, Gary Misso. All right, man. You subscribe. You are officially subscribed. I'm your 17th subscriber, and I got the bell icon on, and I click send all notifications. So when you hit the bell icon, you got to also hit send me all notifications when you hit that bell icon. All right, man. You are subscribed to, my friend. Hey, no worries with the guy, man. It's all good, man. We're going to make it work, man. We all on the same grind. Salute for 9. I'm out, bro. Enjoy your day, fam. Man, salute to you. Enjoy your day, man. I know it's not going to be. Man, my notifications been sucking lately, man. Completely suck. Happy Rib Day. Yeah, I know y'all about to get out on that barbecue, about to have a good old day, all that good stuff, man. My family, man, my family stole my family. Invite my wife out to go spend all that money out there in China. Proud African. Happy the 4th of July. It's all right, I guess. I don't celebrate it. Hard to celebrate a holiday that celebrated freedom while my peeps were slaves for another 90 years. The day is Juneteenth. Dog, your people still slaves, and so are half of theirs. But it is what it is, man. Look, man, happy relative Freedom Day. Let's do that. Happy relative Freedom Day. Fanon is going down today down here in New Orleans. That's what's up. Man, I can't wait to get back down to New Orleans, man. Can't wait to get back down to New Orleans. So, man, give me a little quiz. Let's do a little quiz. What is the biggest fight in boxing? Spinning the no-no. The no-no. That's what's up. I'm just doing it real quick. What's the biggest fight in boxing? Fury Wilder, says Dennis Hobson. 2. Okay. What's up, fight fans? What's going on? Toot in the building. I just got to give a perfunctory going to my man Toot in the building. Spence, Charlo, Toot Robinson. Proud African says Wilder Ruiz. D-Style Boxing, Canelo Spence. Dennis Hobson, boom. Okay, Juan Lejeune, Fury Wilder. PK Boxing MMA, Fury 2 or Spence Bud. Man, Spence Bud, I don't think Spence Bud is as big as Canelo Bud. I think the Spence Bud. What's going on, Brothers UK? Arrow versus Floyd. Damn, Wilder Ruiz. Yeah, no cheating. You can't be like Ali from the grave against Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson on Spider-Man serum. Ain't no fantasy shit like that, dog. Ain't no fantasy stuff like that get to pop off today, man. No fantasy stuff. Toot Robinson, Spence, Canelo, sadly to me. Bold one, Spence, Crawford. That's probably, now, I'm serious, without a doubt, Spence Canelo was bigger than Spence Crawford. As far as, I'm talking monetary, without a doubt, because that's the same fan base. That's the same fan base. And quite honestly, Spence Canelo is the biggest risk to Spence Crawford. It's definitely the biggest risk, man. Jack Johnson versus Wilder, man, damn, that'd be a great fight, man. That'd be a crazy fight. We talking money? We talking money. Without money, it's Canelo. It's got to be Canelo. Well, it's either, yeah. I think that trumps Wilder Fury too, because Wilder's carrying that fight by himself. Somebody in the heavyweight division got to get up there with Wilder. Now, here's another one. Wilder Ruiz. If Anthony Joshua loses to Andy Ruiz again, the biggest fight in boxing, in my opinion, we talking them big bags, dog. We talking about them big bags. Oh, man, said Hands of Stone versus Julio Cesar Chavez. Hands of Stone. Hands of Stone. You can ask me too. Commercial coming. I got equipment that we gonna be buying for amateurs, so that's what it is, man. They got this little new feature. You guys, not everybody should have seen an ad, but I'm popping an ad in there, dude. I would like to see that dude who slapped Mosley's wife ass fight AB just for kicks. That would be some of the best press conferences ever. That would be the best press conference ever, no doubt. Oh, yeah, monetarily, it's Andy Ruiz. It's Wilder Ruiz for undisputed. Yeah, that's yet to be determined. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's between the two of them. It's because Andy Ruiz, I think Andy Ruiz got some special ability monetarily, and Deontay Wilder definitely got it. What it say? Esto es boxeo. Why you do that shit to me, man? In the middle of the motherfucking chat, I gotta go look. God dog. D-Style. Man, I love D-Style's channel, by the way. I always say that, man. I love that. Oh my God. Let me tell you, man. Meaning, motherfucking meaning. I need meaning right there. What does that mean? I'm going to the yeah. This is boxing, baby. There you go. This is boxing. No worries. Hey, man. It's all good. Hey. Oh, you said it right? Okay, cool. Happy upon arrival to the Muhammad who has been these shores July 4th, 1930. His first encounter as a student of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Man, that's interesting, man. Wharf F. Muhammad. I heard he was Noble Drew Ali. That's what I heard. And what he said, Andy versus Wilder at Wembley Stadium. No, definitely not. That'll screw up the pay-per-view. That'll screw up the pay-per-view, man. That'll screw up the pay-per-view. That'll screw up the pay-per-view. That's in the middle of that's the okay, no comprendo güey. If you mean I don't understand Spanish, I don't know what güey is, but I don't understand Spanish for shit. Except for that. What? You don't understand? And some other word I don't understand. Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens in the building. What's good, man? And by the way, I can go overtime today because my understanding is the KQKC boxing is hanging with them chicks. Can we get Fanon on the Cash App or PayPal? Hate giving a percentage. Oh, it's Venmo, man. It's right there. Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, cats don't like giving percentages. Hey, man, it keeps. Here you go. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Here you go. I can get Cash App, but I got to change it. This is what? I think, yeah, that's it right there. What's up with Ducker Canelo? Out there ducking. You know what he do. Much love in that super chat, too. There you go. That's it. It's Venmo. I can do the other one, too. I'll set something else up. I don't. YouTube wouldn't let me put YouTube percentage on that. Oh, you can't do sip. You can't do. I don't think you can do like emojis and shit like that on there, man. Come on, people, smash that like button. Hey, man, we got 100 people. It's gonna be a slow day today, but that's all right, man. Wilder should step up to the occasion and face Ruiz in Tijuana, Mexico. For what? For what? Why? Why should the longest reigning and step up? Andy Ruiz needs to step up. Deontay Wilder's the king of the heavyweight division, man. You still missing the UK? Yes, I am, man. I'm missing them hooligans, dude. You chained them to that AJ Burton ship. You drowned them. No, I was trying to get the shackles off at the end. I was trying to get the shackles off, man. Come on, AJ fans. I like slapping y'all. You know what I mean? I like slapping y'all up. Y'all were fun. You kept me sharp, dog. By the way, for real. Subscribe to Scrapbook Boxing. Subscribe to Hold on one second. All right. Sorry about that. My mama called. You know, when you get your mama is in her 80s, you got to answer the call all the time. Yeah, man. Hey, so what's going on, fans' perspective? I think I might have missed somebody. Ruiz need to step up to Wilder. Exactly, dude. Can we please? What's going on, John Wilson? Oh, let me do Muhammad. Muhammad is the one. Oh, the Ducker Canelo. Canelo want to fight first of all, Canelo ain't fighting nobody but like Jaime McGee or somebody. I don't think he's serious about fighting Andre, but there was a reach out to Andre. You know, because the zone want to push that dude to fighting Gennady Golovkin, and he don't want to fight Gennady Golovkin again. And I don't blame him. And Canelo and Charlo, you know, the zone probably doesn't want them to try to fight Charlo because he ain't on the zone. And he generally been ducking Charlo for a long ass time. But anyway, you know how it go. Yes, indeed, y'all subscribe to Scrapbook Boxing and enjoy the history of fighters and boxers he shares. Yeah, seriously, man. All right. I don't want to sound creepy, but this is going to sound crazy. I turn on Scrapbook Boxing when I'm brushing my teeth, when I'm getting dressed and I'm getting ready to get out for the day, man. He got this nice little cool music. And, man, he'll just break a fighter's history down real quick, man. Like, you know, beautifully, dude. And he's getting better and better and better at his videos, man. I really enjoy Scrapbook Boxing, man. I think I've not featured a channel yet on my channel, but like on my homepage. But once I get I'm overdue on getting my homepage together. But when I get my homepage together, Scrapbook Boxing is going to be somebody that I feature. I really think that dude is just a blessing to boxing, man. That dude been around boxing a long time, dog. That dude that's a true boxing that's a boxing historian. Alexander Usyk can beat Andy? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. Alexander Usyk has not had a single fight at heavyweight. Not a single fight at heavyweight. You have to see what's going to happen with him when he's fighting guys bigger than him. Fanon, do you believe Canelo will really fight Kovalev in the near future? No. No, I do not. No, I do not. Alexander Usyk need to wait, dog. Alexander Usyk need to wait his turn. Man, Bam Bam Tweet says Scrapbook got some amazing stories. Yesterday, he did one on, I think you're saying did one on Carl the Truth Williams. Good edification. We definitely need to add to his subscribers. He's getting up there. Does he have 260 subscribers now? I haven't done a subscriber drive for Scrapbook in a while, man. I haven't done one for Scrapbook in a while, but I think Scrapbook should be over 256 subscribers. And that's really good for a strictly. No, I'm sorry. Scrapbook got like 500, dude. Scrapbook got 500 subscribers. That's a cat that, man, we need to get that dude over 1,000. Because you can study to him, dude. Like, I'm going through all his videos that he's done from beginning to end, man. Learning. What Van Lee talking about, dog? They're going to throw you out of here trying to jock. See, Van Lee's one of the Eddie Hearn Matchroom fans. But thank you, Van Lee, for coming. I damn near want to give you a wrench for popping your head up out that grave, dog. Like that movie Carrie. You know where they got the body, like at the end of that movie Carrie from the 70s, if you've seen it. This chick dies at the end of the movie, but then this chick is having a dream, and she goes to Carrie's grave, and his hand just pops out the grave. That's fucking Carrie. That's an AJ fan. He just threw his hand out the grave. He just threw his hand out the grave in his mug. Ad warning. Be prepared. It is what it is, dog. Boxing gloves ain't free, homie. Yes, 500 plus. Great. Hey, man, so I'm taking questions, man. Hit me with some questions. Not historical facts. Okay? Because all I'm going to do is Google that shit if you hit me with a historical fact. But I feel like being entertained by the questions that fly at me. Yeah, I paid to see Canelo versus Andre Ward. Northern Warrior. Man, that's mighty close to that other clown-ass channel who I blocked early on. Why? Okay, but I would pay to see him, man. Canelo get murdered by Andre Ward. That dude is not fighting Andre Ward. Dog, Andre Ward will come out of retirement, have one tune-up, and knock out Canelo Alvarez inside of 6 rounds. That shit wouldn't even be close. That wouldn't even be close. You ain't never going to hear Canelo get Andre Ward's name out his mouth. That ain't even none of these dudes. Okay, I'm going to tell you flat, none of these dudes. They all need to keep that dudes. If you ain't a cruiserweight, keep that boy's name out your mouth, dog. Keep it. If you're not a cruiserweight, keep that dude's name out your mouth. All right, so let's get these questions. Keep Andre Ward's name. Canelo ain't net. If Andre Ward was on 168 pounds, Canelo wouldn't come nowhere near that division. Nowhere near it. Wilder versus Lennox Lewis. Okay, let me go back. You say Wilder going to beat the dog piss out of Usyk. Oh, he'll hurt him. He'll kill him. Usyk wants none of that. He'll kill him. He'll kill Usyk. He's going to hit. Usyk can't punch. Usyk all that tippy tap shit. And it's tippy tap, keeping there, throwing, check. Bah! He'll get gone. Okay? Gone. He ain't got nothing to keep that boy from going in on him, dog. Yeah, man. Scrapbook is doing it, man. Scrapbook is he's hitting a stride, man. That's a great channel, man. Thank you, heavy hitters. All right, so let me get some of these questions. Fanon, who do you realistically see Bud fighting next? Egis Klimas or Egis Klimas? Because he's got to get his WBO mandatory pretty soon. They're going to pop that mandatory on him in a second because he's had 2 fights. So Egis Klimas, I think, not Egis Klimas, that's the manager. Egis Kalvanakis, the green machine or the mean machine is who I would see him fight next. Or maybe the Kell Brook fight could happen if they're trying to get him a name, but something like that. Yeah, fan perspective, mean machine next. What's the next one? Fanon, this is our era. Carrie, that was your first scary movie? Was that? No, dog. Hell, I mean, nah, man. My first scary movie was like this it was a scary TV show called Night Stalker when I was a little kid, dude. And Carrie, I don't know how old you are, but if you're talking about the second version of Carrie, I'm talking about the first version of Carrie. There was a replay of it. War smokes Canelo. Kill him, dog. Somebody said, why did battling him at the Johnson fight not Jeanette? Why did battling... Dude, he ain't fighting. First of all, he had to leave. If you're talking about Jim, why did battling Jim Jeffries get the Johnson fight, not Jeanette or Langford? Because they're paying more money. First of all, that fight, was that fight the first fight back in the United States when Jack Johnson was on the run? I think that's when they let his ass back in the United States and cut a deal, okay? And he threw the fight so he could stop running around starving all over the world. And he wasn't fighting they wasn't having a black on black heavyweight championship back in 19, whatever that was. They killed both of them in the ring. They weren't going to give Langford, after Jack Johnson won that thing, Jack Johnson had to get that belt up to a European American. Top Rank is taking on ESPN, yeah, pretty much. He said, I remember that move, right, Night Stalker. Yep. That was a movie, but it was also a TV show back in the day. Langford should have gotten his shot. Yeah, but it wasn't. Yeah, he should have. But it was Top Rank ran boxing. The precursor of Top Rank ran boxing. Tex Rickard. Big fan, man. Renee Boxing. What's another one you guys are? Let me add. Hey, dog, seriously, they about to dig in my pockets for this shit. I got to hit the bads. Bet UK trying to make Danny the next AJ. Dog, it's already gonna pop, dog. He filled a gap because the Europe took the heavyweight. They took the heavyweights really with Lennox Lewis, but Lennox Lewis was fighting in the United States. So after Evander Holyfield, when Lennox Lewis came, the European heavyweights took over. Lennox Lewis is not considered by most people that think about it as a European heavyweight because he fought out of Detroit and, you know, he ain't European. But the Klitschko's took that shit over there to Germany. Took everything to Germany. They took it all to Germany. So they fought a bunch of cats over there getting their money. And then when Tyson Fury beat him, most of the belts stayed there. Then AJ and those guys could capitalize on that. But we got the belts now, baby. All the mugs is sitting in the US of A. As soon as somebody had enough courage to bring their ass over there back with them belts, they didn't leave with them. Yeah. Mexico got them mugs. Mexico got them mugs. Mexico got them belts. They don't want that smoke. They don't want that smoke, dog. Or, yeah, dog, they don't want that, dog. British white nationalist Lennox because is true to his real company. Yeah, Jamaican. And my understanding is they're deporting a whole bunch of Jamaicans out of UK, which is like, why are y'all bootlicking for these dudes? My understanding is that they're deporting Jamaicans up out of the UK. That's what I heard. Fanon Kolaki was, oh yeah. Yeah. Kolchak was the man on the soccer. Yep, Southpaw, yep. No, yeah, Mexico got the mugs. We really got. I mean, they in the United States, baby. We taking a percentage cut out them belts, dog. We taking a percentage cut out them belts. Man, I'm giving them to Mexico, dog. Said North America is bigger than Europe, and we'll give them Canada. You know that. Nah, man, I got to give it to Mexico, man. I know he's an American, but I'm giving him to Mexico. Come on, man. We got to give him to Mexico. And I'm going to tell you, but we do take a percentage cut out that mug. But here's the thing. Let me tell you why I give him to Mexico, man. Let me tell you why I'm giving him to Mexico. Because I want to separate I think all of the Mexican champions should be counted for Mexico. And then all of the Black American fighters, we just take America. Because honestly, we got enough champions where we can rep all of the United States by our damn selves. So, since half of the country used to be Mexico, Texas used to be Mexico, I believe Arizona used to be Mexico, whole bunch of California used to be Mexico. I say, for boxing purposes, let's end the centuries-old gentrification and allow them to have credit for where the fuck they come from anyway. So that's why I'm saying, dog. That's what I'm saying. You give it to them, dog. Give it to them. I can't give you your land back, but I can give you your fighters back on this channel. That's all I can do, dog. That's all I can do. I can give you your fighters back. I give you straight credit because they Mexicans. They're Mexicans. Even if they skip borders, whatever, they're still Mexican. Like Ruiz was Ruiz. Oh, a lot of us U.S. was French, though. Yeah, but we ain't giving no black people back. I ain't giving no black people back. I'm taking all of them. And in exchange for us giving up the Mexicans, we taking the Cubans, okay? Because they just got dropped off on a different boat, okay? Yeah, liberating all Mexican boxers. You belong to Mexico. And we get a cut, though. I want a cut, dog. We want a cut. For sakes of arguments, we're going to pull you back when we need you. Whenever we need you, we just need to be able to get credit on demand. And after the argument's over, y'all can have them back. And we taking the Cubans. We taking the Cubans. And we taking the Puerto Ricans. If we can switch the Mexicans for the Puerto Ricans and the Cubans, it's cool. Fair game, dog. Fair game. And we'll let the South Americans have their own union. Everybody South American just is South American. So they need to ball up all the cats from Argentina, all the cats from Ecuador, all the cats from if they got a couple Brazilian fighters out there, we just ball them all up and we'll call them South Americans. But we get the Caribbeans. Okay? So if you get a Jamaican running around here, we get the Jamaicans, we get the Trinidadians, we get the Cubans, the Puerto Ricans, we get the Dominicans don't want us, but we taking them damn Dominicans. Get your ass over here, Carlos Adames. Said Mexicans sold it. They sold it. They sold it. You talking about they sold Mexico? With a gun in their throat. You gonna sell this? Sell it. Do you want to sell this to me? That's what you call that's what you call an offer you can't refuse. Yeah, yeah. That's like Native American tribes sold stuff that they didn't even own. Like, oh yeah, will you sell this to me? That all this shit? I don't own that shit. I don't care. Just sell the shit to me. There you go. Fuck out of here, man. They didn't sell nothing. They got that shit snatched for that oil. Ruiz Ortiz that'd be a good fight. That ain't never happening. It's a good fight that ain't never happening. Dude, I've studied history long enough to know, dog. They get you to sign a paper at the end of it. So it makes it official. It makes it official and clean. It wasn't the fact you didn't steal it. You didn't. How you sell a country any damn way? Like, can we sell Arizona? How does that work anyway? They sold it. Come on, man. You can't sell a country, dude. Okay? You sign that motherfucker over when you got your ass whooped, and they gonna blow your ass out regardless. Anyway, Russia sold Alaska to the U.S., though. Like I said, they sold it. They sold it. Anyway, I'll look more into that. But that's probably more of a compromise. But I do believe they were at war for a very long time, weren't they? Anyway, man, enough of that. Let's get back onto boxing. Spanish is a language, and nobody in Spain come of any of them places. I bang with my own, so it don't matter. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, this is boxing. That is boxing. Fanon the Great, much respect. What's going on, Monster Madness? On this fine holiday. What's it? 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. I can say the 4th of July. That's easier. Happy 4th of July. Stolen, soul, stolen, or war. Did exactly. This is whatever. Nah, dog. That don't work, dog. Dog, it's called coercion. Somebody could say, yeah, I sold it because of war. If you stuck a gun in somebody's head, you beat the piss out of them, right? And then you say, all right, I'm done beating the piss out you. I want to buy your car. Here's $1 for your car. Now, pop, take that shit over your head again. And you hold this and you give him $1. You sold it. If you went to court, first of all, you get your ass put in jail, and then they would say you can't sell it because there's coercion. In order to have a valid agreement, dude, you have to be you can't do it under duress. You can't, if you're under duress, then you're really not giving agreement. You're really just preventing what you know is going to happen. It's not a valid sale, dude. You can't do that to people. You can't beat the piss out of somebody and then have them sign a piece of paper. As soon as if they can prove you beat the piss out of them, they're going to be like, I signed it and I gave him the money because he beat the piss out of me. And I was scared for my life. And they'll be like, oh, well, did you do that? Yeah, hell yeah. I beat the piss out of him. And I told him to sell me his car for $1. And then right before they lead your ass off to jail, they would tell you that that's not a valid contract because he signed under coercion. Thank you very much. Mexico won independence over Spain. Spain sold land they lost in the U.S. This made the sale void. This is what war is about. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mexican-American war is a sale now. Yeah, man, stop. Stop. Much love, MM Tweed. Who is the best left hook ever in boxing? Danny Garcia. Just joking. Just joking. Best one that I've seen. Top left hooks. Obviously, there is the missile that comes off of off Joe Frazier. There's also Tito Trinidad. Tito Trinidad will mop you with that left hook. And then there is my favorite left hook right now is Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia. Oh, yeah, Sugar Ray Robinson. Ain't shit great about Tommy Morrison. Perfection. Tommy Morrison is the Tommy Morrison. Tommy Morrison get that whooped. Tank got a new ranking hook. Oh man, I like everything about I like every punch that Gervonta Davis Gervonta Davis throws. Mike Hunt said Davis too. Yeah. Oh, Oscar had a nice left hook too, because he's kind of cheating. He's a southpaw, it's out front. But yeah, not cheating. It's a left hook. Oscar De La Hoya had a great hook. But I mean, if I have to say the ones for sure, like I would go with Joe Frazier. And welterweight Tito Trinidad. Anthony Joshua. Man, I try to tell y'all, dog, he ain't that good. He's good at most things. He's great at nothing. And you got to have something. You got to have something great about you, dude. You got to have something great. Like, what's great about Anthony Joshua? What's great about him? Miguel Cotto is one of the more overrated fighters that I've ever seen, dude. I think Miguel Cotto is so overrated. I think he's so overrated, man. So overrated. Good fighter for sure, but so overrated. I thought he was overrated when he was coming up with Top Rank. Single punches here. Yeah, Tito will put your lights out. George Foreman, put your lights out. I mean, Joe Frazier will put your lights out. But man, I thought that Miguel Cotto was overrated. Good fighter. Kind of like an AJ. But with more heart. Yeah, exactly. Cotto is just a fundamental example, but nothing really great. There's nothing. I mean, I think in order to be a really great fighter, you have something that you do that is exceptional. You know what I mean? That's exceptional. And I just don't. Cotto, not Cotto. And not, yeah, I thought he got a gift against Sugar. So like Ali has great speed. George Foreman has great power. Wilder has great power. There's some things you do extremely, extremely well. I got to go back and look at Joe Louis. This is going to sound stupid because I think it probably is stupid. But AJ strikes me as like a poor man's Joe Louis. A big poor man's Joe Louis. Like not as good as Joe Louis at anything. But like a real poor man's Joe Louis. I got to look at it. Maybe it's just because they both kind of yellow. And they don't like... Yeah, it's like a real poor man's Joe Louis. Yeah, it's like he just looking at him, he reminds me of Joe. Like of all the comparisons that people have ever made between heavyweights and Anthony Joshua, it seems more like Joe Louis to me. And you saw what happened to Joe Louis. Joe Louis, before he won the championship, got knocked out by not Max Baer. What's his name? Max Schmeling. Got knocked out by Max Schmeling. Like a living in two streets version. Yeah. Living in the streets version, sure. like a gutter. Yeah. Like a hobo's version of Joe Louis. But just reminds me of him, man. AJ don't really have pop to me either. Yeah, it's like he's big. You know what I mean? He's big and he's long. But if he had a better trainer, He'd been better. What about Tito? Tito Trinidad is a great man. Tito Trinidad got heart, man. You compare Tito to, I wouldn't compare Tito in whatever his name is. See, I forgot his name. Joshua. What's going on, Bert? Salute to the LDBC. Yes, sir. No, he's not a poor man's Jeff Shepard. Poor man's George Foreman. No. No, I don't see that. I don't see that. Oh! A modern day Cleveland Big Cat Williams. A modern day Cleveland Williams, dog. A modern day Cleveland Williams. A modern day Cleveland Williams, dude. Jones hook was amazing. Was, yeah. Fanon, do you ever consider adding a relation segment to your Patreon channel? We get 78's version of Pimp Lensing. You would add a different angle? Like relationships. Yeah, I'll do it. I gotta find a single voice. Hey man, much love to you, style and fantastic. Yeah, I just gotta get more like. Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. I think 78's probably better with women than I am. He probably got more. I think he got a stronger Mac game than me. I'm just devilishly handsome. You can't teach devilishly handsome. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I got shit you can't teach, baby. I got shit you can't teach. It's hard to teach pretty, dog. It's hard to teach pretty. Hey, so if my man, Bam Bam tweet, if you didn't know I was a noob, you know I'm a noob now. I meant heart as for Tito. Oh, man, Tito got crazy heart, dog. Floyd had a better left hook than Joshua. Floyd got a lot of, Floyd's pull counters. That's the thing that I like. The best punch that Floyd has to me is that pull counter. Oh, that pull counter, dog. That shit is a killer. Yep. That's a favorite punch that I got of him, man. The favorite thing about Floyd for me is that pull counter. Woo wee, dog, because he timed that shit like, yeah. Beautiful shot, dog. Beautiful shot. Agreed on the pull counter. Yeah, it's like, yeah, he had an amazing lead right too. Yeah, and he had a jab to the body. It was crazy. His jab to the body, his pull counters, and the fact that he has so many different guards. People thought that he always fought in the shell. That's not true. That dude had a high guard. That dude would fight in the field. He had multiple guards. Yeah, he had great reflexes. And he's a killer. Floyd's a killer too, dog. Floyd's a killer. At 130, 135, Floyd's a killer, man. He ran for 6 rounds every fight. Nah, man. He's whooping them boys. He's making them boys do what he wants to do. He was leading them cats on a string. Do this, do that, do this, do that. I own you, boy. And walk off on him, dog. You talking about when he was fighting guys that are 154 pounds, guys who were a lot bigger than him, man. Yeah. Sweepy had a nice hook too. Man, Floyd's the truth, dog. There ain't no, hey, man. Floyd's the truth, man. Straight up. Oh, yep. Great check hook too. Great check hook. Oh, man. I don't know which was better. The Otoro Gotti ass whooping or the Diego Corrales ass whooping. The Diego Corrales whooping God dog. That was a whooping, dog. I need to go watch that later today, man. I think I will watch that later today. Man, Floyd was the truth, man. Canelo got a left hook. Yeah, the thing that I think Canelo's best feature is his upper body movement and his ability to stand right in front of you and make you miss. That's what I think. Yeah, Gotti's worse. Gotti's was brutal. Corrales' was brutal too. Yo, seems like Floyd is very low key lately, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. He's out of the public eye because he ain't fighting no more, man. That's what's going to happen. If you ain't coming back, dog, you know, that's it. Wrap. But he's been involved in more fights, though, as a promoter. I've noticed that. The Emmanuel Augustus ass whooping, that was a close fight. That wasn't brutal. That was a good fight. Emmanuel Augustus. Arturo Gotti ass whooping made me question the Gotti list. You should have questioned the Gotti list as soon as Jim Lampley put it out. That makes no sense. These guys get their behind whooped list. Who wants to be on that? Chico for me all day. That was the night Floyd became my favorite fighter. Yeah, man. Because Gotti, here's another. Who's your most exciting boxer? Errol Spence. Errol Spence Jr. Or Deontay Wilder. I don't know. It's a tie between the two. And Gervonta Davis. Yeah. Those guys. Tank, Errol. Yep, Tank, Errol, and Bomb Squad. Those three guys. Man, Tank is, man, got dog, man. Tank number one, though. Yeah, Tank's exciting. God dog, Tank's a killer, boy. But he's getting in there with tomato. He's in there with tomato cans lately. All right, it's time to step it up, dog. Nah, Teofimo. Teofimo ain't fought nobody, man. Teofimo ain't fought nobody. Teofimo got to do. Teofimo is one of my favorite up-and-coming fighters. But Teofimo ain't got no belt. He ain't beat nobody. I mean, for that sake, I'll throw Devin Haney in there. I could throw Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson in there. Those guys are exciting. Eduardo Santiago, salute Fanon from North Philly, man. Shout out to North Philly. Yeah, Tank and Loma is my dream fight, yeah. I love that. I hope that fight happens. If Tank fights him, he's going to beat him. I'm telling you. The end of Lomachenko is near. I listen to that song, man. Look, what's that Drake song? This a rollie, not a stopwatch. Shit don't ever stop. No, you want a stopwatch. Lomachenko's on the stopwatch. I'm telling you. Tank fighting soon will be fun to watch. Yeah, he's fighting with some Ruiz. He's fighting his cat Ruiz. Tank's left uppercut, right hook combo is crazy. Yeah, man. You know what I like? I like how he switches. For me, the best thing about Tank is how he goes from defense to offense. He switches from defense to offense like, wow. Like, you got it. Like, oh, yeah, he meant bop. You know what I'm saying? He switches. He goes from defense to offense. Ugly. That transition, that dip, that, like, because Tank reminds me a lot of Aaron Pryor. That defense to offense. Because if you throwing some shots and you getting him low, you getting this dude on the inside and you throwing shots, he's coming back with some shit that's going, some crap that's going to knock your head off, man. I want to see Tank fight Tevin Farmer, though. I used to say, excuse me, I'm blowing tongue. I used to say I wanted to see him fight Machado, but now we see what would have happened in Machado fight. Oh, yeah, I can see. I can see the Tank Canelo. I can see the Tank Canelo, but different. Less Mayweather, more Less Mayweather, more Pryor. Less Mayweather, more Pryor. When Floyd thought that pull counter looks like a Cobra, when Floyd fought, that pull counter looked like a Cobra striking. Yeah. Real ugly. And you got to worry about it. You got to worry about that, man. Oh, Eduardo Santiago said, Spence Canelo, who you picking? Why? I got to see Canelo at 160. But, I got to see Spence at 160. I'm leaning towards Spence. And this is why I say I'm leaning towards Spence. And I got to give this acknowledgement to Woodstar. God dang, how am I fucking up? Woodstar, B Woodstar TV's deal. I think that Errol Spence Jr. in a lot of ways, that style is Canelo Alvarez's kryptonite. Number one, I think Errol Spence Jr. is going to be bigger and he's going to be stronger at 160 than he is at 147. Also, the thing that I like the best about Canelo, like I said, and I said this before you asked me the question, so you know I ain't just pulling it out of my behind. The thing that I like about Canelo, I love Canelo's upper body movement, the way that he can slip shots. So you have him in there with a guy like Gennady Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin can throw straight shots at him and he's going to miss because of that upper body movement. But you have a guy like Errol Spence who's got tremendous body work. So if he gets inside of him, he's going to be able to work that body better than Canelo. Than other fighters would be against Canelo. And he's holding him and he's defensively responsible. So he's not really Canelo's going to have a harder time really catching him with stuff. Lastly, Canelo's a southpaw. And the last legitimate southpaw that Canelo fought, I think beat him. And that's Israel Andy Lara. So the combination of the southpaw stance, the body attack, the increased strength from Errol Spence at 160, that's why I would lean towards Errol Spence and Errol Spence's work rate and Canelo's multiple knee surgeries and tendency to lay on the ropes. That laying on the ropes, other than the Gennady Golovkin fight where he really came at Gennady Golovkin, he spent a lot of time shifting, moving on the ropes and resting on the ropes and doing his thing on the ropes. When you got a guy that's a body hunter like that, that's a tougher deal, man. That's why I would say that's my thoughts on it. But the other side of it is you got to see how Errol Spence Jr. looks at 160 pounds before you can really. Spence is the southpaw. Absolutely. That's what I meant. Spence is the southpaw. Now, D-Style, I saw the super chat where D-Style is going to say Crawford beats Spence. Let me get it to it. Said Crawford beats Spence. I'm sorry, not sorry. I think Terrence Crawford's going to get beat up. I could be wrong, but I think Terrence Crawford's going to get beat up. That's a huge step up for Terrence. That is a giant step up for Terrence Crawford. Giant step up for Terrence Crawford. And Terrence Crawford likes to fight too much. I like what Ernesto, the former trainer of and I forget what Ernesto's last name is. Please forgive me. The former trainer of Jared Hurd said on Trill Boxing Talk yesterday when he said he thinks the winner is whoever's going to impose their style. If Terrence Crawford can stay on the outside, box and move on the outside, keep the distance on the outside and all that, then he thinks Terrence Crawford has the ability to win. If Errol Spence Jr. is able to hunt Terrence Crawford down and make a war of it, cut off the ring, go to the body, then he says he has Errol Spence Jr. winning it. And that is the reason why I think Errol Spence Jr. is going to win. Because Terrence Crawford likes to fight. Terrence Crawford likes to fight. Every fight that I've seen of Terrence Crawford in the last 3 years, he fights. He is a mean dude that wants to fight you. He's got a fighter's mentality. He's got a tough guy's mentality. And I think he's going to wind up being in exchanges and works with Errol Spence, and it's not going to work. It's not going to be good for him. And he's going to have to fight. And fighting in the southpaw stance against a real southpaw, the stronger southpaw is Errol Spence Jr. The better southpaw is Errol Spence, because Errol Spence is a really real natural southpaw. Now, it could go the other way, but I just think Errol Spence Jr. has too much. He's got too much speed, and he's too fundamentally sound, makes too few mistakes for Terrence Crawford to pot shot, to stay on the outside and pot shot. I just don't see it, man. I think as soon as Terrence Crawford starts getting in the war, that war is going to be too much, man. It's going to be too much for him. That's how I see, in my mind's eye, that's how I see it playing out. Because the only way that I can see Terrence Crawford winning that fight is staying on the outside, jabbing, moving, jabbing, just boxing Errol's ears off. But that's not how he fights. That's not how he fights. Terrence Crawford is not a boxer. He's not a pure boxer. He's a boxer slugger. He likes to engage. He starts stepping up the pace. And he starts slow. That's the other thing. And he starts slow. The first 2 rounds, he's figuring people. He's not going to have the time to do that. The first round, if you look at the last several fights for Terrence Crawford started off slow in each fight, doing a lot of feints, a lot of figuring out what the guy's doing, a lot of thinking. He's not going to have that with Errol Spence. He's not going to have a round to figure it out. He's going to have a stiff right jab in his face and a guy walking him down, moving at him, trying to go get him from the jump. And that's not, at least I've not seen him have to deal with that. And I've seen him fight guys where it's been very neutral in the first 2 rounds. I don't see Errol Spence Jr. doing some feel out process with him. I see him going there to impose his will from the jump. And when you have a guy that's that fundamentally sound, and what I mean that, he doesn't give you a lot of opportunities to hit him. Just doesn't. Even when people were talking about how Kell Brook was landing shots, dude, those shits, that was his ass being up in his chest, and he's countering and doing things. But over time, this pace is a lot. It's a lot for a guy that likes to pick and choose and pot shot, especially against a guy that has very good foot speed, cuts the ring off very well, is extremely aggressive, who's bigger, longer, taller, and ain't scared of you. And that's another thing. Bud got people fucking down and scared before the fight starts a lot of time, and they're hesitant. I think Errol's going to walk. I think Errol Spence Jr. is going to put the pressure on him from the jump. Terrence Crawford is going to be down on the cards after three rounds. Terrence Crawford is probably going to be down 3 rounds to nothing. Similar to the way you see Floyd Mayweather Jr. feeling people out, and then after he feels them out, then he makes adjustment and he just starts winning out. I see Terrence Crawford being down on the cards, then him starting to fight, and Errol Spence continuing that gas, continuing to break him down. And that's not because I just think people take what I see in Terrence Crawford is I see a fighter. I see in his personality, I see a fighter. I see a guy that likes to get in your face, a guy that likes to intimidate you, a guy that likes to scare you. But when you can't intimidate that dude, like Mike Tyson couldn't intimidate Evander Holyfield. He wasn't scared of him. And as a result, that main bit, that bit of advantage that Mike Tyson had went away. I think the same thing for Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz ain't scared of AJ. I think that Jeff Horn was scared of Terrence Crawford. I think Julius Ndungle was scared of Terrence Crawford. I think Jeff Horn was scared of Terrence Crawford. That's just my take on it. Not popular take amongst my fellow Terrence Crawford fans, but How do you know that, man? You just pulling shit out. Crawford is a better ring general than Spence? Against who? Who has he? That Errol Spence Jr. is not the guys he fought. You don't know that. You don't know that. You think he is. Errol Spence Jr. seems to be a hell of a ring general to me. He whooped the piss out of Mikey Garcia, man. That shit was a one-sided, lopsided. That was a one-sided fight. One-sided fight strategically with Mikey Garcia. Strategically, it was one-sided. Why would you think that Terrence Crawford is just going to be that much better a ring? I mean, I know he is better than Mikey Garcia, but Errol Spence Jr., dog, Mikey Garcia has one gear. Okay. It wasn't a close fight, D-Style. It wasn't a close fight. That one gear got his ass whooped. He was doing just what he had. That gear worked against everybody else, man. That gear worked against everybody else. Everybody else. Crawford has never failed to make an adjustment. Dog. He ain't fought Errol Spence. He ain't fought Errol Spence. I'm telling you, just like I'll tell you about a Deontay Wilder fight. Okay. Tyson Fury never failed to make an adjustment until his ass went to sleep. Dog. Look, man. You talking about a top fighter, man. None of these other guys that you're talking about are remotely on Errol Spence Jr.'s level, dude. None of them. Okay? None of them. They're not even close. There's not one guy that you've seen Terrence Crawford fight that would beat Mikey Garcia. Not one. Not one. Including Ricky Burns, who Terrence Crawford went the distance with. Ricky Burns. Ricky Burns. I'm telling you, when you're looking at the situation with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, you gotta ignore Terrence Crawford's fights. This is 147 pounds, man. All that shit goes out the window. All of it goes out the window. Because at 147, at this weight class, he fought Jose Benavidez. And by the way, Jose Benavidez put up a better fight against Terrence Crawford than Mikey Garcia put up against Errol Spence. The only difference was peg leg Benavidez got knocked out with 30 seconds left in the fight. In the words of Coach Shelton Harris, and I'm going to put this on the chat, how are you going to explain that? How are you going to explain that? Jose Benavidez put up a better fight against Terrence Crawford than Mikey Garcia put up against Errol Spence. How are you going to explain that? Let's not forget that Terrence Crawford needed a last-minute uppercut to get that knockout. Other than that, it was going 12. Last minute. Bud outboxed Khan. Who else has ever done that? Lamont Peterson. Danny Garcia. Canelo Alvarez. Breidis Prescott. You kidding me? Who's outboxed Amir Khan? Amir Khan won a silver medal in the Olympics. The guy in the Olympics? Come on, man. Man. Dude, let me tell you, man. Here. Here you go. D-Style. Canelo Alvarez was like, I am knocking your bitch ass out. I ain't trying to outbox you. I'm knocking your bitch ass out. Canelo. James Kirkland was winning it, was putting it on Canelo. until his ass got put to sleep. Dog, you don't outbox nobody to put you to sleep, dog. Canelo, hell no, dog. What do you mean he didn't have to? He didn't try to. He didn't try to. Okay? He didn't try to. He didn't even try. Why would he waste his time boxing? Why would he waste his time trying to outbox Amir Khan? Come on, man. That's like saying Gerald Washington was outboxing Deontay Wilder until when? Oh, until he folded over in the corner. Oh, hey, man. Guess what? Andre Ward would probably outbox Deontay Wilder till his ass gets put to sleep. Dude, knockouts are in boxing. Okay? You get knocked out, you did not outbox nobody. Because how are you going to objectively judge who outboxed who? No, dog. No, dog. Yeah, he did outbox Felix Diaz. He outboxed, but dog, that's not the only side of the fight. Dog, that's not the only side of boxing. You got to keep your ass from getting knocked out. And you got to keep that heat. And here's another thing. Here's another disadvantage for one of my favorite fighters, Terrence Crawford. He's the WBO champ. He's not a contender in the IBF, which means no next day weigh-in. Errol gets to sit down, rehydrate to wherever he feels comfortable. All right. I'm feeling good. He's going to have all kind of extra energy for that ass whooping. Crawford knocks people as well, not just Errol. Yeah. Sure he did. Sure he does. Sure he does. Sure he does. Anyway, man, y'all can ride. Hey, we'll see if the fight happens. It's too bad there ain't enough of y'all to buy his fights in order for us to know that we're going to get the fight for sure. Okay? Too bad that Bud hid over there with Top Rank. Too bad. So sad. Too bad. So sad. Bud didn't want that smoke with the PBC. Bud over there hiding out in Top Rank for guaranteed money. Bud over there hiding out. Okay? Man, I like Bud, man, but y'all got to stop with all that, man. Oh, God, I'm hating on Bud. I ain't hating on Bud. I'm hating on y'all. I'm hating on y'all. If you're going to say I'm hating, tell the truth about who I'm hating on. I'm hating on y'all. I'm hating on Bud fans to be talking too much ish. That's what I'm doing. I'm talking shit to Bud. Bud ain't here. I pay for Bud's fights. I believe Bud is my number one pound for pound fighter in boxing officially because Canelo ducked Charlo. I gotta kick Canelo out that spot. Okay, Canelo's out that spot now. I ain't hating on Bud. Not at all. You just asked me. Crawford beat Canelo. Yeah, there you go. Crawford beats Canelo now, right? LaShawn Duckett. See how y'all do? Now Terrence Crawford beats Canelo. Y'all got Crawford. Y'all got Crawford over Canelo? Man, I ain't hating on Bud. I'm gonna throw you the fuck out. You say that again, though. Okay? Because I don't think you're joking anymore. So you're annoying me, dude. You say it once, cool. You say it twice, you get the fuck out. I made a bunch of videos supporting Bud. How many videos you got up supporting Bud? How many times have you made videos talking about how Bud was being taken advantage of by Top Rank and how he should have been the 2017 Fighter of the Year easy over Lomachenko? How many times have you done that? Calling me a hater is just your excuse, your weak, feeble-ass excuse for not being able to defend yourself in a real argument, put up real facts, and I don't even give a shit whether or not you got real facts or not. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. I think Errol Spence Jr. is much bigger, much stronger. I think he's technically more sound, and I think his style is a lot of trouble for Buds. I think it's a style matchup. I think it's a skill. I think the skills are much more even than you guys give credit for. You guys always throwing that shit out there like you guys like sound like AJ fans. Okay? Since you want to say that stuff again, you sound like a fucking AJ fan to me. Always talking about somebody's fucking resume and how how he's going to be the ring general and all this crap and discounting the dude's resume. Talking all this resume nonsense. None of those guys on Bud Crawford's resume going 6 rounds are going to get out of a fight with Errol Spence. None of them. Errol Spence Jr. versus Ricky Burns wouldn't even be sanctioned. Bud started at 135 pounds, man. You want to skip that. You want to act like Bud didn't start off at lightweight. They have weights for a reason. Bud started off at 135 pounds. Errol Spence started at 154. That's damn near 20-pound difference between where they started their career. Okay? Errol Spence Jr. is the guy that went to the Olympics. Errol Spence Jr. is the guy that just beat a top pound-for-pound fighter. What top pound-for-pound fighter has Bud beat? Name one. What top 5 pound-for-pound fighter has Bud Crawford beaten? I'm not clowning Bud. I'm clowning you. I'm clowning you. Me saying that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is not as great as Ali is not clowning Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd Mayweather Jr. had a great career. I just don't think it's as good as Muhammad Ali's. I don't think it is as good as a guy that fought at heavyweight, was an eight-time fighter of the year, 3-time heavyweight champion of the world, 3-time heavyweight champion of the world, who beat more top 10 opponents than damn near anybody in the history of boxing. A guy that has been won as a 40-1 underdog twice. See, people like you would say, why you hating on Floyd? Why you hating on Floyd? I ain't hating on Floyd. I'm hating on you. I'm hating on you. And be real, I'm hating on you. Because you don't know when to stop. Terrence Crawford is a good fighter. Terrence Crawford has a reason, there is reasons, value. Make it the fuck out of my chat, dude. You're an idiot. You thrown out for being an idiot. Come back under another name. You an AJ fan. Like I said, these AJ fans, they done popped their head out, morphed into something else, and now you want to come up underneath the guise of a Terrence Crawford fan. Get up out of here, man. All right? Get out. Now Bud was a broken fighter. Now Crawford was a broken, if I hadn't already thrown your ass out, I would ask you this. Why is Jose Benavidez not broken, a broken fighter, and Khan not a broken fighter, but Brooke was? Khan been knocked out 4 times, unconscious. 3 times. He been put to sleep literally 3 times in front of your face. Sleep. But Khan ain't broken. David Benavidez got a shotgun. Somebody took a shotgun to his knee. They blew his knee out with a shotgun. He's not broken? What are you talking about? Come on, man. Nobody thought it. Man, dude, what was the odds on that fight? Matter of fact, I mean, of course, dude, you can use all of this stuff. But y'all just don't want to say, dude, you think he's going to win? Cool. You think he's going to win. I'm telling you, I favor Errol Spence. Just because I favor Errol Spence doesn't mean I'm hating on Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford got a chance to win the fight. It's a better fight than Mikey Garcia. But come on, man. Yeah, let's hope it happens. But now I don't miss. I got my AJ fan fix. But let me ask a question here, man. Let me do something. Odds on Spence versus Brook. Do-do-do. Brook was plus 200. He was an underdog against Spence. Plus, to win by decision or technical decision, plus 350. To win the fight, Brook to win the fight, plus 200. He's a plus 200. Let's see, plus 200. Crawford versus Khan odds. Khan is a plus 500, man. He's a plus 500. Plus 500 for Khan. Crawford, Benavidez. If this ain't plus 600, I'm bugging. Oh, plus 1,000. He was plus 1,000 for David Benavidez. Crawford Horn. Those are 3 fights at welterweight. Crawford Horn. Odds. Plus 580. Now let's go see what the odds were. Odds. Spence Garcia. Plus 290. Plus 290. According to the bookies, Mikey Garcia was a tougher fight for Errol Spence than anybody Terrence Crawford has fought. He is averaging Terrence Crawford. Amir Khan was his closest fight at welterweight. And you guys are talking resume. And if I go back, the shit would get worse. He's a top-ranked fighter. Okay? Oh, thanks, man. He's a top-ranked fighter. And that's another reason I ain't betting on Bud. He's a top-ranked fighter. Those guys got the best matchmakers in all of boxing. The best matchmakers in all of boxing. They don't believe in losing fights with their matchups, man. We'll see what Bud happens with Bud when Bud don't fight on a top-ranked card. So if you want to put it like that, am I hating on Bud or am I hating on Top Rank? I'm hating on Top Rank. Top Rank, the home of thick fights. Bud plus 1,000, plus 500, plus 290, or plus, what was it? Plus 300 or some crazy shit like that. Plus 1,000, plus 580, plus 420. Jeff Horn? You guys are talking about Jeff Horn. The truth. Much love in that super chat. You're talking about Jeff Horn, Julius Ndungo, Jeff Horn, David Benavidez, and Amir Khan. That's the last 2 years of fights, man. Before that, Victor Postol and Felix Diaz. And I don't even do the resume thing because that doesn't mean Bud can't beat somebody else. Because guess what Bud did? Bud beat all those guys. He beat all those guys. He beat all those guys easy. It was easy work for them. But guess what? Going into the fight, you knew it was easy work. Bud is going to be fighting somebody for the first time in his career that ain't easy work. First time that it ain't easy work. First time. Errol Spence Jr.'s guys would have wasn't easy work or wasn't supposed to be easy work. Kell Brook was not easy work. Kell Brook wasn't supposed to be easy work. It didn't turn out to be easy work. Mikey Garcia wasn't supposed to be easy work like that. And it turned out to be easy work in a style that you didn't even think the dude was going to beat him in. He just outboxed him. Nobody saw that coming, man. But look, man, we'll see what Bud does when Bud's not fighting on a top-ranked card. Just like we saw with AJ. What's going to happen when AJ fights out of the UK? Errol's not, he already fought the tough competition. And guess what else is going to happen? He's about to fight Sean Porter. Think about this, man. If Errol Spence gets past Sean Porter, he would have fought Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia, Lamont Peterson, and Kell Brook. All of those are tougher fights than any fight that Bud has ever had. All of them. All of them, with the exception maybe of Lamont Peterson. But I don't even know who you could say Bud fought that would be a tougher fight than Lamont Peterson. But like I said, I don't even be liking to go in like this on Bud. But y'all want to start call me a hater because you can't come. Those are, as a man Kingsley said, those are facts. So now look, Woolbag, you say Bud beats Spence. That's an opinion. I can live with it. But I've given you my reasons why. Don't bet your house on it, homie. Don't bet your house on it. That's what I'm saying. He said facts because Lamont fought Felix Diaz. Yeah, he beat Felix Diaz. Some people think that Felix Diaz should have got the decision or whatever. But what it is, so Lamont Peterson's about on par with Felix Diaz. And quite honestly, Felix Diaz is the best fight that is Felix Diaz the best fight of Terrence Crawford's career, or is it post-all? Which one? Which one? Here's my quiz to you, to the cats that say I hate on Bud. Post-all was his biggest career win. Is that right? Or Diaz? Nah, Gamboa? If it's Gamboa, then all conversation needs to stop. Okay? All need to stop. If it's Gamboa. Gamboa is a junior lightweight. That's a 130 pounder, dude. That's 130. That's 130. That's a blown up, overweight, lazy, fundamentally unsound 130 pound fighter. Who, by the way, fans' perspective, I'm not going undefeated. I'm not doing that. I'm talking about the guy in the ring. And if it's Undungo, you saw what, dude, Regis Prograis just ran through him, dude. Regis Prograis just ran through him. Terribly. Ran through him terribly. Sent him back to Namibia. Sent him back to Namibia. Yeah, Prograis beat Postal too. But see, I don't like the resume game. But y'all play that. Yeah, exactly. Size matters. But dude, this would be easily the hardest fight times something for Terrence Crawford. This is a huge if Terrence Crawford fought Errol Spence, it is a huge step up in competition for Bud. And that's what I think you guys are missing. It's a huge step up in competition. Similar to AJ. I said it before the video. Before the fight happened. In the videos. You can check our record on that. I said that man, I thought that I like this. I like the Andy Ruiz fight for Joshua. is probably his best fight since Klitschko. Now, my understanding is from listening to Trill, shout out to Trill, that Eddie Hearn really didn't, he's making fights on BoxRec and really didn't know anything about Andy Ruiz. Just looked at him and thought he was a chubby fat man, a chubby Mexican. And like, AJ will walk through him. Wasn't that easy, homie. But I said before the fight that I was like, this is a good fight. Andy Ruiz, that's a good fight. I couldn't even complain about him fighting Andy Ruiz. Because Andy Ruiz is a good fighter. And what happened? No, I don't want to come out. Spit the mouthpiece out. Spit the mouthpiece out. You don't know what that dude is. You don't know what that dude is going to react like, dog. You don't know what Errol. We don't know what Terrence Crawford's going to react like. You don't know. I think what's going to happen is he's going to fight. I think he's going to fight. I think he's going to throw them hands. I think he's going to go at him. And when he goes at him, that's trouble, dog. That's trouble. That's what I think. I think he's going to fight. That Errol, I think Terrence Crawford's going to fight. He's going to be down 2-0 on the cards, trying to figure Errol Spence out, and then he's going to start fighting. And when he starts fighting, then shit's going to be on and popping. Because he's in there fighting with a guy that's punches get there faster than his. Now notice I said his punches get there faster than his. I'm not saying he has faster hands, though. Quite honestly, I don't even know who has the fastest hands between the two of them. Errol Spence Jr. has very fast hands. And they go from here to here. Bud throwing them from here, throwing them from here, throwing them from here. That shit can get caught all kind of up in the middle, man. With a big fundamental dude. But okay. Anyway. But I like both. What's good, Chris Brown? Say Canelo is faster. I don't think Bud has faster hands. I don't think that at all. I think people assume he's faster. I don't think he is faster. It's about what in hand speed to me. Hands are too close to call. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. The actually how fast they can punch is too close to. I don't think Bud looked faster than Khan. He just looked like. But I've always thought. I still think that dude. I think Khan definitely one of the more overrated dudes. Errol has a longer reach. I think their reach might actually be somewhat close. But what I'm saying is, dude, and that southpaw jab, there's southpaw and southpaw. It's going to be easy. If he's fighting southpaw, that jab's going to get there quicker than Terrence Crawford is usually happening because he's fighting. Bud is fighting. He's fighting orthodox guys as a southpaw. So that jab is not usually there. It's usually not there for him because he's got his hand up in front of the jab. Errol's a southpaw, which means the jab is on the other side. And then they're going straight jab for straight jab. Errol might actually be able to land better jabs on a southpaw than he would necessarily on a right-handed dude, man. But we'll see, hopefully. Yeah, aren't from here to here. It's about the same, dog. Ain't much difference between there. Anyway, it is what it is. But look, man, the advantage, I think there's advantages that Terrence Crawford had. Terrence Crawford has more ring experience. He's been in the ring longer. I think he's got very good feet. I think that he stays on the outside and he moves on the outside. He's used to that game very well. He's a great fighter, man. He's a great fighter. You know? What's blazing sport? The jab will land better. It's a southpaw matchup. And quite honestly, that's the guy that wobbled him. And I think somebody have to correct me on this, but I think when what's his name? Gamboa was switching up. I think that's when he caught Crawford. I don't really put a lot of stock in Crawford getting hurt by Gamboa, other than just this, that he got caught because he was winning the fight and he got cute. and he has a tendency to start engaging. I don't believe that Terrence Crawford he doesn't have, from what I can see, yeah, exactly. Crawford was toying with him. But what that means to Robinson is that's lack of discipline. That's lack of discipline. You playing games, sticking your tongue out, that's a loss of focus, man. That's a loss of focus. That's not something that somebody like Floyd Mayweather Jr. would do. He's not going to play around. You know what I mean? He's not going to play around. And Bud gets hit a lot, too. And y'all can stop all this shit about it. He gets hit a lot. But he's a great fighter, man, and you make me criticize him. You make me critique him. You make me go into depth about it because you bug me about it. Spence did not get wild a couple years back. He got hit coming off the ropes about 5 years ago. And he came back in an 8-round. I think that was in an 8-round fight. And I think he wound up hurting it. I think he wound up not. I don't know if he stopped the guy though. It might have went the distance. But let me check it out. I think that was like 5 years ago. By a big dude. By the way, against a guy that could fight at 154. A guy that's much bigger than Terrence Crawford. Anybody can get hurt though. 5 pounds of pressure in the right spot. That's why I just don't. How many fights was that? I'll tell you. Yeah, it was 6 years ago. It wasn't even 5 years, 6 years ago. And it was in his in his 9th fight 6 years ago against an undefeated fighter that had twice as many fights in Lardy. When the main fought Emmanuel Lardy, damn, come on, man, give me my Lardy. Arrow retired that boy. He was done after that, dog. Arrow ruined that dude, man. He only fought 3 times after that. He was an undefeated fighter, only fought 3 more times after that. His only luck, and then he had a technical draw with Ike Corte in 2008. So he's a good fighter out of Ghana. A southpaw, too. Did get rocked by a southpaw coming off the bench, coming off the side. From Ghana. Big, tough dude. I think he fight at welterweight this whole time. Yeah, that was in his 6th fight. And yeah, guess what? BoxRec's a hell of a drug. You moron. I'm going to rub it in that dude's face all the time, dog. That dude got put up. I ain't seen him nowhere near them LSDs and BCs lately. Khan hit Bud more times through 6 rounds than Mikey hit Arrow throughout all 12 rounds. I got to check it. But that's because Bud likes to fight. I just think people got this wrong idea with how Bud fights. He's not Mayweather, man. That dude he's more Mosley than Mayweather. He's more Mosley than Mayweather. Because Mosley will engage. Now, he ain't Mosley. Don't get me wrong. Or who's better? I won't see Mosley than Mayweather. I won't compare him to Mosley because that's too off. Who would be more like... He's more Roy Jones. He's more Roy Jones than Mayweather. He's more Roy Jones. What? You think so? I'm not so convinced. I ain't convinced of that. A prime Mosley? You kind of jumping in on that one, dog. I don't know about that. Why? Why would you say that he beats? Did you say he would beat the brakes off Mosley? Why do you say that? Why do you say that? I don't see that. I don't see that. But Terrence Crawford to me is more He's more Roy Jones than Floyd. Yeah, man. What about Jab? I think he'll beat Zab. I'd say he beat Zab. You know, I think he beat Costa Zoo. Definitely think he beat Ricky Hatton. You know, a prime Pacquiao would be a really good fight. Hey, Callie nigga said, I'm like you. I miss AJ fans. Come back. I miss crushing you. You know. Exactly, dog. Mosley might be the best 140 ever outside of Pryor. That. Oh, yeah, exactly, fan. He might be the best lightweight. He never fought at 140. Fan perspective. He fought at lightweight. He jumped from lightweight to 147. I don't think Shane Mosley had a single fight at 140 pounds, man. He was the best lightweight. In my opinion, he's the best lightweight that I've seen. Hide that, man. Floyd will knock the piss out of dudes. Floyd ain't no punk. Tito versus Bud. Tito, but that's tough. He might be able to get Tito. It depends. If he starts fighting, he going to sleep. If he does all that gang, he going to sleep. He does all that with Tito, he going to sleep. But that's a tough call, dude. That's a tough call. That's a tough call. Crawford, prime Pacquiao, tough call. That's a tough call. Because I don't know how he's going to take Tito's shot. Tito never lost at 147, dog. Tito's a big dude, too. The only thing that I think might be an issue with him is the foot speed. Because Tito didn't have the best feet, he just didn't have the best foot speed in the world. You know? Bud beats prime Pacquiao. I don't know. I wouldn't be so quick to say that. I wouldn't be so quick to say that. I'll tell you who I don't think Bud beats. I'll tell you who I know who Bud doesn't beat. Tommy Hearns. Bud ain't beating Tommy Hearns. I don't think Bud's beating Sugar Ray Leonard. I think Bud could get Roberto Duran, but it would be a hell of a fucking fight with Roberto Duran. But definitely not Hearns. Definitely not Hearns, dude. Said, hey, they damn near threw parades out there when Tito won fight out here. Oh, out here. Yeah, man. God dog, man. He's a Tito. Wow, you think Bud can beat Duran? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think he have a shot against Duran. Yeah. Boxing, man. Much love in the super chat. And Callie, by the way, Fanon, don't hate on Bud. He has an opinion. And by the way, Fanon, don't hate on Bud. He has an opinion, and dudes get off in their feelings. Hopefully, we'll find who is the best. Yeah, exactly. I be rocking with the shit with Bud, but y'all be trying to put me on blast, calling me a hater, man. That's just saying I'm not being that. When you say somebody's a hater, you're telling me that I'm not thinking about what I'm saying, that I didn't stop and I didn't think. Dude, I've thought ad nausea about this fight, dude. Ad nausea, and I visualized it. That's what I see. Just like I see Pacquiao losing to Thurman. I'm like, I don't think that shit's gonna be there. I don't think he's gonna be there for Pacquiao. And everybody else is talking about, hey, dude, he ain't Brawner. And Brawner was barely there for him, man. He didn't look that good against Brawner. He didn't do too much against Brawner. He's gonna get in there with a guy that hits harder, moves better, and is a much better boxer, taller, longer. Dog, I don't see it. Bush guy, Fanon, it's okay. I go through the same thing with LeBron fans when they say MJ is better and KD is currently better. Oh God, they're crazy. Let me tell you, man, I never talk basketball on this channel for this reason. I don't ever want to get in those debates with people. Hell no. LeBron ain't no Jordan. Kevin Durant ain't no Jordan. They're not Jordan. Because Michael Jordan did whatever he wanted, whenever the fuck he wanted to. He did whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted to. You could set a clock to him. A clock. A clock. Okay, it's the fourth quarter. We're down 15 points. It's over. I used to watch Bulls games, and if the Bulls were down by 15, they were down by less than 15 with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the game was over. Man, this shit's over. I would leave. And I'm from Chicago. I watched him for years. I would leave. The game is over because he's going to score 10 points in the fourth quarter. He's going to score 10 points in the second quarter. He's going to score 10 points in the third quarter. And he's going to score however many he needs to score in the fourth quarter. And if he don't have 40 fucking points, if he didn't have 40 points, it didn't even matter if he had 40 points. If he was within 15 points, with that much time left, the game is over because Mike is going to score nonstop. And there's nothing you can fucking do. Nothing. 2s and 3s. And it don't even matter. He doesn't got to shoot 5 miles back for a 3 to put that many points on you. He's going to go by you and score and get his 3 points. Foul. 3s. Those are the 3s he gets. Foul. 3. And your man's in foul and scoring. And your man is in foul trouble, which is a better 3. You kidding me? There's no comparison between the two of them dudes, man. For real. And you had to see them. You can't be just, I saw them. There's no comparison, dude. Kobe is good. Kobe is like the same. Here's what Jordan is to me. Kobe plus 20%. That's Michael Jordan. Kobe plus 20%. Dude, you don't understand, man. We are the Bulls. Let me repeat this. We're the Bulls. We suck. Okay? We're not the Lakers. We're the Bulls. We suck. We suck. Always suck. Suck before, suck now, and we had cats in our conference that were Hall of Fame teams. Hall of Fame teams. The Celtics, between the Celtics, the Celtics, look at how he overcame dynasties. He overcame the Celtics and the Pistons. Dog, I'm trying to tell you. He said he'll score the 20 points when you in the post. Dude, he'll do whatever he wants. However he wants. And the Knicks, he does whatever he wants whenever he wanted to. And that's not LeBron. That's not Kevin Durant. That's not Kobe Bryant. He did whatever he wanted, whenever the fuck he wanted. And you knew it was coming. This dude's dribbling. Oh, that ball's gonna be gone. He did it however you had. Did you see how he won? See how he won the championships? Never lost. Never lost. Never lost. Only played one season in his last 7 years where he didn't win it, and he never lost in the finals, and it never went to a game 7 because it was a fucking wrap in game 6. It's over. It's game 6. It's over. I'm telling you, there's no comparison. There's no comparison, man. Exactly. We didn't even know what a game 7 was looking like because it was over in 6. And it was a joke because it was always going to be over in 6. Because they'll be like, they would fix the damn games. Like, oh, man, they would call every kind of ticky-tack foul, every kind of thing they could possibly do. But game 6 showed up. Wrap it up, dog. Wrap it up. Yeah, I did. I went into it, but whatever. That's when I said that's why I don't like talking basketball, because cats talk that nonsense. Man, no. No. Anyway, what's up, Fanon? I'm from Chicago. I remember those, yeah. And Michael Jordan played with all the greats when every team had stars. Now it's only 5 at most. Yeah, and it's a smaller league. But I'm just looking at how they played the game, dude. I'm just talking about how they play. I'm just looking at how they play the game, dude. No. Because I knew what was going to happen. I knew what was going to happen. And by the way, he's scoring 37 points a game when teams were only scoring 90 points in a damn. Teams are only scoring 100 points a game. And he's getting 30 every night. Think about that. He's not getting 30 when the team is scoring 120. He's scoring 30 when the team is only scoring between 95 and 105. If the teams were scoring, if the team was scoring 120, dude, he'd be putting up 40, 45 a game, man. With that type of loose shit, 40, 45 a game. Some people say 50 a game. About. Because it's not like you can play. It's not, what are you going to do? You going to play a zone on him? He's going to shoot you to death. You're gonna man him? There's nothing you can do with the dude. That's why he's Jordan, man. Anyway. Damn, you say you saw him score 100 points. That's a lot. For now, scoring between 70 and 90, he would be 40 plus, no hand checking, man on man. Exactly, dude. I'm just trying to tell you, nothing worked against him. And, dude, he wasn't even really trying to score a lot of points when he's averaging 30 a game. When he was really putting work on people, it was 37.7, which means 37, let me tell you, 30.7, 37.7 when teams are scoring 95, 105 a game is ridiculous. But anyways, my time is over, man. I appreciate everybody, coming to the chat, chopping it up with me. Happy 4th of July's. I adjusted. Happy 4th of July's. All I got to do is put a plural on it, and it works. Happy 4th of July's. And, Ivy West said, for now, you're definitely a basketball head. I know you were really good in track. Did you ever play ball in high school or college? If so, what position and how good were you? No, man, I ran track, dude. I never played any organized basketball. Never played any organized basketball. I didn't learn to play. I lived in a town of nobody played basketball. I was the only black kid in probably a 25-mile radius, and everybody played wrestling and all that. I ran. I was good at track. But no, I never got formal. Like my son, he can play ball. Like I wish that I had. I think I would have been a good player if I had fundamental, good. I think I would have been a very good guard if I had that type of fundamental training my son has. But I never did it. I started playing ball when I was 17. I think the first time I ever played a basketball game, I was maybe 15 or 16. And then I got decent, but I was just rebounding and, old man ball. I had to play old man ball from the time I was 17 because I didn't have the skills. Hey, D-Style said the Crawford Spence talk is all in fun. Shout out. Absolutely, D-Style. I know. Much love in that. But look, man, I'm going to bounce. Could I dunk? Yeah, hell yeah. Fucking kidding me? Easy money, too. Everything. Bounce it up. Boop, boop, boop. I was a high jumper. Long jumper, triple jumper. So, yeah, man, I could do that. All kind of shit. Now, I always had to kind of go vertical. And it was tough on me because I jump off my right leg and I'm right-handed, right? Well, I'm kind of ambidextrous, but when I was dunking, it was right leg, right hand. So I had to do things like I would jump and turn. Like I had to jump and turn to the side and rock. But, yeah, man. You said I have no ups at all vertical, all lateral jump. Yeah, man, I was better laterally than I was vertical, but yeah, I could jump. I could dunk. I could dunk off vertical. For about a period of about 2 years, I could dunk off vertical. But yeah, but not like I wasn't dunking in no game or nothing. Dunking for the yellow Creole boys. What? Who was the yellow? My son gonna be able to dunk. My son gonna be able to yeah. I can see that coming, dog. He's a shooter, though. That boy can shoot, man. He can shoot. He got nice handles. He said, I used to be able to dunk vertical. Yeah, man. Oh, he said, I'm yelling like your ass. I'm fucking with you. Oh, okay. That's what's up. Yeah, man. What's my height? I'm 6'1.5", 6'2". Depends on how tall. Look, my height always depends on how tall you think you are. A 6'4" dude that thinks he's 6'6", then I'm 6'3". To a guy that's honest about his height, I'm about 6'1.5". I can still dunk it now, and I'm out of shape because you tall cheater. You niggas is cheaters, dog. Cheaters. Hey, Fanon, how you know your height depends on whatever you say at the moment? I'll say you know your height depends on whatever you say at the moment. Man, I know exactly how tall I am, but like I'll be next to somebody and they'll say I'm 6'6", and I'm like, dude, you're right here. All right, I'm right here with you. That actually might be 6'6". Said I'm only 6'3". You must got the monkey arms then, dog. Boop, boop. But if you got hops, you got hops. These 5'10", that's what's up. I'm 6'1", and I played shooting guard in college. I had to guard 6'4", 6'5" guards was a task. Yeah, motherfuckers be tall as shit. You got to be able to shoot, dude. Oh, you were 6'4" in 2001? No, dog, all you got to do is lose some weight, stretch, and you'll pop up an inch. You got to let you settle. So you got to stretch and do all of that stuff. Do your sit-ups, get your posture right, and you'll probably be back where it is. Oh, so you're actually taller in the morning? Yeah, to your press. But all right, man, much love to everybody in the super chat. Thank y'all for showing up. We're going to get with you tomorrow. You know, we're still rolling. And with that, I'm out. Peace.